Chapter 5 Surface Chemistry 12 Science Part 3 Colloids and its Classification. Hello students, I am Madhu Sinha, your chemistry teacher. Watch my YouTube videos, like and subscribe it for further notifications. In this video, we will be discussing about colloids and its classification. Solutions are homogeneous system, whereas suspension are heterogeneous system in which one substance slowly settles down with time. Between these two extremes of suspension and solution, we come across a large group of system called colloidal system or colloids. A colloid appears to be homogeneous in nature, but actually it is a heterogeneous system in which one substance is dispersed as very fine particles in the another substance. The substance which is dispersed in another substance is called dispersed phase, whereas the substance in which it is being dispersed is known as dispersion medium. Their diameter ranges between 1 and 1000 nanometers. The particle size of solution is less than 1 nanometer, whereas in case of colloids it ranges from 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. In solution, the constituent particles are ions or small molecules, whereas in case of colloids, they may consist of single macromolecule or aggregate of many atoms. The colloidal system scatters light. This effect is known as Tyndall effect. It is variable in case of suspension, whereas the light passes through the solution. The particles of solution are not visible even under electron microscope or ultra microscope. The colloidal particles are visible under ultra microscope, whereas the particles of suspension are visible even with the naked eye. Colloids are classified on the basis of following criteria. First, the physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Second, nature of interaction between dispersed phase and dispersion medium. And third, type of particles of dispersed phase. Depending upon the physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium, there are 8 types of colloidal system possible. Solid, liquid or gases can mix with each other, resulting into a heterogeneous system. A gas mixed with another gas forms a homogeneous mixture and hence is not a colloidal system. The types of colloids are sol, aerosol, gel, emulsion, solid sol, foam, etc. The examples of these types of colloids are indicated in the table. Depending upon the nature of interaction between the dispersed phase and dispersion medium, the colloidal sols are further divided into 2 categories, namely lyophilic, solvent attracting, and lyophobic, solvent repelling colloids. If water is the dispersion medium, the terms used are hydrophilic and hydrophobic. Let's understand each of them in detail. Lyophilic means liquid loving, whereas lyophobic means liquid hating. Lyophilic sols can be formed by mixing substances like gum, gelatin, starch, rubber, etc. with a suitable liquid, that is dispersion medium. An important characteristic of lyophilic sol is that if the dispersion medium is separated from dispersed phase, say by evaporation, etc., the sol can be reconstituted by simply remixing it with the dispersion medium. Hence, lyophilic colloids are also known as reversible sols. These sols are quite stable and cannot be easily coagulated. Lyophobic colloid. Lyophobic means liquid hating. Substances like metals, their sulfides, etc., when simply mixed with dispersion medium, do not form these lyophobic colloids. The formation of these lyophobic colloids requires special methods. Lyophobic sols are readily precipitated or coagulated, hence they require a stabilizing agent. These sols, once precipitated, do not give back the colloidal sol by simple addition of dispersion medium. Hence, lyophobic sols are also called irreversible sols. Depending upon the type of particles of dispersed phase, colloids are further classified as multimolecular colloids, macromolecular colloids, and associated colloids. Multimolecular colloids. In this type of colloids, a large number of atoms or smaller molecules aggregate together to form a species having size in the colloidal range, that is diameter less than 1 nanometer. The species thus formed are called multimolecular colloids. For example, gold sol, sulfur sol, etc. Macromolecular colloidal particles are formed when on dissolution in a suitable solvent, the macromolecules have sizes which are in the colloidal range. They are quite stable and resembles the true solution in many respects. For example, starch, cellulose, proteins, enzymes, and man-made macromolecules like nylon, styrene, synthetic rubber, etc. Associated colloids or micelles. There are some substances which at low concentration behave as normal strong electrolytes, but at higher concentration exhibits colloidal behavior due to formation of aggregates. The aggregated particles thus formed are known as micelles or associated colloids. The formation of micelle takes place only above a particular temperature called Kraft temperature and above a particular concentration called critical micelle concentration CMC. On dilution, these colloids revert back to individual ions. Surface active agents such as soaps and synthetic detergents are capable of forming associated colloids. These colloids have both lyophobic and lyophilic parts. Micelles may contain as many as 100 molecules or more. When the concentration of sodium stearate, which is a major component of many soaps, is below its critical micelle concentration, then it behaves as a normal electrolyte and ionizes to give Na plus and RCOO minus ions. As the concentration exceeds the critical micelle concentration, the anions are pulled into the bulk of the solution and aggregate to form a spherical shape with their hydrocarbon chain pointing towards the center of the sphere. The COO minus part remaining outward on the surface of the sphere. The aggregate thus formed is known as ionic micelle. These micelles may contain as many as 100 such ions. Let's understand the cleansing action of soap. The cleansing action of the soap is due to the fact that soap molecules form micelle around the oil droplets in such a way that the hydrophobic part of the stearate ion is in the oil droplet and the hydrophilic part projects out of the grease like bristles. On agitation, the oil droplets surrounded by stearate ions is pulled in water and removed from dirty surface.